What's up, everybody? Celtic Scarecrow back with our video. Get those 10s and 20 views. I 100% had a different video planned. It was college ejections for targeting and whatnot. And then a couple of they claimed. So I'm going, I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to bother. So I'm going to go with something or someone I know who isn't going to claim me. If he does, I actually find it shocked you watch my videos. If so, hello, Mr. Kentucky Ballistics. And last weekend I did, when his not AK-50, his 50 cal imploded. This week, we're going with the reenactment. The reason why I'm at the football field is tonight. Watch along, Notre Dame versus Ohio State. Enough of that, let's get to the reaction because I'm redoing this moments before I want to go to bed. So, take it away, Mr. Kentucky.
So today we are going to be trying to recreate my accident. It's not as tough as I thought it was. This round should produce 190,000 PSI. We ain't playing around now. Maybe this will do it.
Right there, he showed better safety than AK guy.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics, and today is going to be a very interesting video. Let me go show you what I got set up, and we're going to get started. So today we are going to be trying to recreate my accident from April 9th, 2021. If you're new to the channel, let me get you caught up. If you want, you can go.
He had the same gun and it imploded because of the round. The other killed him.
Go back and watch the original video, but a quick recap would be on April 9th, 2021, a 50 caliber rifle, this exact model, exploded and almost killed me. This is a Serbu RN50 single shot 50 caliber rifle. It has a heavy barrel and the breech has been chambered to accept slap rounds. On April 9th, we were shooting this fire hydrant back here that's right behind this steel target. We shot it several times with other ammunition, and I had some slap rounds that I had been using for quite some time. That day, I used some new slap rounds from a new batch that I had purchased. The first round I shot out of the new batch actually hit about 2 foot to the right of what I was aiming.
I would go 2 feet, but you know.
Yeah, I'm not perfect. I assume that maybe I just flinched really bad on that shot. I don't normally flinch when I shoot, but that's the only thing I could chalk it up to. At the end of the video, we decided to shoot the fire hydrant one more time with the slap round. So I grabbed another round from the new batch that I had acquired, loaded it into the RN50, took aim at the fire hydrant, pulled the trigger, and when I did, the entire breech detonated. I brought some goodies today. The original rifle is at Serbu Firearms, so I do not have it with me, but I do have a...
Okay, can you send us that gun so we can figure out why this happened, so it doesn't happen again?
Piece of it. So when the gun went off, this heavy cap was sheared off at the threads. I was wearing these safety glasses. Yeah, so that cap hit me about right there. When this hit me in the face, I went blind instantly in my right eye. I have regained my eyesight, but I was blind for about 24 hours. It also broke my cheekbone, broke my eye socket, and broke my nose. You'll notice here on the gun, there's these ears right here. The reason they are there is so if you don't have this cap screwed on all the way, you can't shut the gun. It also works as some sort of a safety. Once the gun is closed, those ears are lined up perfectly with the back of that cap.
They're probably also there just in case the cap slightly moves, it doesn't go into the person's face, but it didn't work that way.
When that cap blew off the gun, it sheared both of those ears off of the gun. Here's one of them. This jagged piece of metal hit me right here in the throat. The other one zipped by my head, blew a hole in this hat, and blew it right off my head. This piece of metal is the exact piece of metal that was inside me. You're shooting in this position, it came down, lacerated my jugular, and then continued down into my rib cage, puncturing my right lung, and it would later collapse. I'm sure you noticed I said lacerated jugular, so I was losing a lot of fluid, and the only thing that saved me that day was my dad and my left thumb. Among other things,
Hence the t-shirt, which was apparently a quote his wife came up with.
I had a broken finger.
Good job, Missy Kentucky.
My lip was completely opened up. I was cut above my eyebrow and had other cuts on my face. Took my left thumb, wrapped it in my shirt, crammed it in my throat, and got in the truck. And then we proceeded to drive really fast. The doctors say that if we wouldn't have shoved my thumb into my neck, that I would not have made it to the hospital. I've had some new viewers ask what this shirt means.
I'm not skipping this because A, I don't know if you actually watched the last video. If you did it, then hi, I'm Celtic. And B, it's still crazy story.
So now you know. Fast forwarding, I'm going to try to keep this a little shorter. If you want the extended version, you should go check out the original video. But long
Or my reaction from a week ago. More or less his, because, it's actually his video.
story short, I went to Vanderbilt Hospital in Nashville, Tennessee. They cut me open from here all the way up to here, repaired my lung, removed all the shrapnel from inside me, repaired my jugular, operated on my face, had to reconstruct these bones, operated on my hand, sewed me all back up. There's lots of other unpleasant things that happened too. I recommend that you watch the original video because I go into more detail there. I went home about a week later, beaten, bruised, scarred up, and really low.
Pause for 1 second. Doesn't happen in AEW, I want to see.
A few moments later.
I'm back. Santana Ortiz kind of had a falling out in real life, and there's a post saying this wasn't a storyline, and our response was yet. So it popped up on television. So I paused it. But we're back.
On fluid. But I was very happy to be alive and very blessed to be alive. The doctors at Vanderbilt Hospital told me that most people would have died from those injuries. Now, back to the gun. What caused it to blow up? Well, we know the barrel wasn't obstructed because the last round we shot at the fire hydrant before shooting the last slap round, we could see stuck out of the back of the fire hydrant. There was
What if it's actually still in there? Or did he take it out?
no other damage to the barrel. The only thing that happened was
Yeah, that's probably what the rifle company's trying to figure out. Was there something else besides the ammunition that caused it?
the breech detonated. For that to happen, you have to have an overcharged round. We believe that this ammunition was old or something like that, but now we believe that this ammunition is most likely counterfeit. Normal operating pressures for a 50 BMG is 55,000 PSI. From what I've learned, for this 50 cal to fail like it failed, we're looking at pressures of 180,000 PSI. The only thing we can think of is this ammunition has been tampered with or is counterfeit in some way. I still have 12 more of these things, and I want to know, are they going to cause the gun to fail again? And if it does
I bet you the gun company, Subu, wants to know too, so.
fail, is it going to fail in the exact same way? Well, we're going to find out. Mark Serbu sent
Serbu, that's it. Serbu, yeah.
me another RN50 that is the exact model that I had that day. Props to him for sending it because he knew exactly what I was going to be doing with it.
Yeah, I think he knew exactly what you were going to do with it, so he's using you as free R&D.
Now that I've shown you the gun,
Well, the R part of that.
let me show you how we're going to be doing this today. So I built a testing area. The rifle is going to be in here.
I know he's from Kentucky, but right here, this is some redneck building like shit right here.
About right here.
Yeah, a cinder block, a couple 2x4s, and a wall. I think we're good.
So we have an idea of how this gun is going to blow up if it blows up. We've built a cinder block wall. So if that cap
That's not sealed together. They're just stacked on top of each other. I can tell by looking. With the plexiglass bowing into the top part, which is just being held in.
blows, it's going to hit the cinder blocks. I have a piece of Lexan protective glass over the top and
That's barely up there, dude.
a piece of Lexan protective glass on the side. There's going to be a slow-mo camera sitting right next to the rifle, so if it does blow up, we can catch everything in slow-mo. And then I have a Ballistic Dummy Labs head with an Under Armour gray hat and safety glasses. We've drilled a hole through the cinder block so that we can run the string through it. That way we can pull straight back. It's going to be attached to the trigger. The string goes about 150 feet that way, and then we're going to be...
See, Brandon, this is how you do it. You don't stand a foot next to it behind a barrel of water.
Hiding behind a truck. If anything does go wrong with the rifle, we're going to be 100% protected. All right, so it's time to get started, and we're going to start out with a test shot. This is a standard 660 grain 50 BMG full metal jacket. Hold our round in. And today, every time we close this, we're going to be extra safe. Keep our thumb on the hammer as the gun shuts. We're going to keep our thumb on the hammer while we take the safety off. Now we're going to get back and pull the string and make sure it functions properly before we start loading it up with slap rounds.
A few moments later.
We're back.
All right, first shot. Let's see if it works.
Look at the force that came off that thing.
Gun test fired effectively. Looks like our little system works good. Open this up. Good to go. And we blasted our sandbag. All right, well, I guess we start putting slap rounds in it. Slap round number 1 of 12. I have to be honest, I'm really excited right now. I'm really curious to see what happens with this. I've been wondering this since the accident. Are all of them bad, or was it just that one round? We're about to find out. Okay.
I can't remember how much of this I watched. I probably watched this.
Safety
when it
is
first came
on.
out.
Loading,
yeah.
slap round. Putting the cap back on ever so gently. It's tight. We keep a thumb on the hammer as we close it.
You lost your
Scott
head.
is down. Okay. Safety's off. Here we go.
Ooh, that's a big fireball.
That shot sounded, at least from back there, a lot louder than the full metal jacket. The gun looks solid. Let's open this thing up. That is, ooh, that's on there tight. Holy smokes.
You know, Kentucky's not a, well, he's not built like me, so if he's having trouble taking that off, I probably would not be able to.
Okay.
Yes, use a bullet to get the bullet out.
I can't even pry this out of here. Okay, we're gonna have to do something else. Well, if you couldn't already tell from the slow-mo shot, that was a spicy round. Let me show you how I can tell without the slow-mo camera. For one, it took vice grips and about 10 minutes to finally get that shell casing out of there.
Should have done that in speed up mode.
Look at our cap. It's stamped. The back of this shell casing stamped that cap. That's not supposed to happen. I'm going to go ahead and place my prediction now. I don't think we're going to make it through all 12 rounds.
I can't remember if I've seen the end of it, but still. No.
Either one, the gun's going to blow, or two, we're not going to be able to get a shell casing out of there or something. Something's going to malfunction.
I think your dad, aka Flash Cameraman, is going to have a little PTSD seeing all of that because he is shaking the camera.
Just so happened to have another one in my pocket. So we're going to get loaded up and do it again. Slap round number 2. I'm going to put Scott over here. Safety's coming off.
I want to do something one day. Like, if I ever get to the point where I can actually buy one of those ballistic gels, I'll do some sports related, like a lacrosse, how like damage a lacrosse ball does, or a hockey shot, or something like that. Something cool. And sports related. Or the one home security idea I came up with, it's probably not a good idea.
Okay. Slap round number 2. Here we go.
slow-mo. Oh, and it's about the same size. That fireball seems about the same size.
So that time, we had a big enough muzzle flash and explosion to blow over our lake sand. All right, let's have a look at this thing.
Definitely tell that this gun's more of a made for sports, because that is not really a functional
Man, did the same
battlefield
thing.
weapon.
That primer is pushing back out. Be really curious to see if this one pops out. No. So we had to vice grip it last time.
Say, maybe you can twist it, then pop it type thing. Yeah, I think
Okay, so we had to use vice grips again. We're both having to hold onto this rifle and twist and twist and twist and finally get it out of there. It is stuck in there good. You can see that primer again.
that means that casing is going from here to here, and that's why it can't come out straight smoothly. That's a lot of force.
And these rounds, these are bad. Our bore is clear. Guess we're gonna keep going. Now, because these rounds are seizing up every time and we're having such a hard time, we put just a little bit of motor oil around the edge in here so that maybe we can get this thing out a little easier next time.
I'm no expert, but adding motor oil to a gun doesn't seem like a good thing.
Scott is down again. All right. Safety's off. Round number 3.
They're about the same size. That fireball keeps looking like it's roughly the same size. My foot's starting to fall asleep.
Still looking okay. Oh. That one's on there good. That's on there real good. Ugh. We got it loose. It's taking a while. It's
And take the back half off.
taking some ingenuity, but now we can open it.
Trying to wake my foot up and I kicked my spare remote.
And if I had to guess, the reason this is so hard to open right now is because these threads are getting a lot of pressure on them. If you look right here, that primer is almost coming out of
Holy
the
crap.
shell casing. So we'll go ahead and just...
It's moving. That's all it moved.
Nope. Ugh. You see, folks, it's not supposed to be this hard to get your shell casing out.
Oh, Dad comes
There
in
we go. Now it's moving.
and gets it.
Well, that was round number 3. Our bore is clear. Slop round number 4.
Science.
Slap round number 4. Here we go.
This is all for science, YouTube. Well, he's down again. That didn't look that bad.
Let's see if the cap opens a little easier this time. Hey! All right. If I come from both sides. Hey! Came out a little easier this
Yeah,
time.
that one didn't look bad on slow-mo.
This one actually, the primer doesn't look blown out. Looks fairly normal. Bore is clear. Slap round number 4 seemed to function kind of normally. But what about slap round number 5? Slap round number 5.
Pulling him right out of his pocket.
Okie dokie. Slap round number 5. That was louder than last time.
I need a fireball. Yep, that's a big fireball. That's a big fireball.
Let's have a look-see.
Oh, you're gonna have troubles. Calling it now.
Okay, so the last shot came off nice and normal. This time again,
Come on, big man twist.
oh, that's on there real good. We're gonna have to.
Got this.
Took us about another 10 minutes to get this off. Again, what we're having to do, I just haven't been recording all of it, is we are literally having to wrap this strap around the cap, get it real nice and tight, and then 2 people are having to push to get this off of the gun. I highly doubt this shell comes out as easy as the last one.
Mark Sorbu is probably not happy watching this video.
Nope, I'm gonna put these back on. I ain't losing another eye today, okay? I'm telling you. Let's see here.
Yep, that would happen to him.
Oh, I moved a little bit. Ah!
My fear is like that screwdriver. He's gonna slip and go right into his hand. Without forcing to, and he probably could really do a lot of damage to his hand that way.
Primer's about falling out again. Bore is clear. Stop round number 6.
He's halfway there. And I missed the opportunity.
All right, number 6. Here we go.
That's probably the biggest one. It was crushed.
Okay, so I thought something happened because I heard a bunch of noise, but our leg's saying, well, it's not as tough as I thought it was. It opens, but that was felt a little rough. Oh, that primer looks different. Take a look at that. It's pushed in. Figure at some point this breech would loosen up a little bit after all this. Let's see. Hey, there we go. All right, we got that one out. That primer is all beat up. Bore is clear. I don't have to duck now. Stop round number 7. Okay, slap round number 7.
Silverado. If you get stuck in the mud, it can always be used as a barricade. That was a normal shot. Nothing fancy about that one. Except for, yeah.
Let's see how she opens this time. Hey, it's opening up. Wonder if we can get this out pretty easy. The primer looks fairly normal. Yep. That doesn't look bad. Slap round number 8.
So right now it's like a 50-50 chance that these are bad rounds.
Put my safety glasses on. Whoops. Here we go. That was louder.
That's a big fireball. How reliable is that wall? It's still standing.
Okie dokie.
Oh, granted, he punched a hole actually into that.
It's stuck on there pretty good again. And I can tell too, like when that boom is super loud, like you can tell that the round is way hotter. This ain't gonna come off.
That spider just descend right in front of me. Go back up, dude. You're down too low. Go back up, spider.
Whoa.
All I'm doing is just blowing on a spider, forcing him to climb back up.
Lost the whole primer that time. Whole thing popped out. Slap round number 9.
Yeah, I don't mind spiders. Actually, in my
Alrighty,
room,
number
any
9.
other bugs, they'll just take care of them. Oh, that almost set the muzzle on fire for a couple seconds.
Dang, man. I mean, like that hurt my ears back here. And that was loud. Okay. It's on there good again. Oh, come on. They're just show muscles, you know?
Hercules.
Ain't good for nothing. Oh, gosh. I can't believe that opened.
Oh, I thought he just lost his grip for a second.
It's still on there good.
Wow, I actually am impressed.
Okay. Man, look at that. That primer looks like it just wants to pop out again.
Well, move your hands. We
Yeah, it is. Look at that. That just comes right out of there. Slap round number 10. Number 10. Shoo!
No fireball test. Dang. That's been my key. I haven't paused this in a while. Is the size of the fireball seems to be the indicator of like good versus bad round.
All right. Let's see if I can just open it right here. Yep.
Also, the reason why I haven't really been pausing that much is there's not a whole lot really to comment on. It's just, did it work? Did it not work? I kind of comment while he's like fighting with the cap.
Oh, I forgot to hit record removing that last shell. It came out real good. Barrel is clear. Down to the last two slap rounds. This is number 11. Number 11. That sounded pretty normal.
Yeah, that was like the other ones. The whole like almost down to the tripod part was the flames, but that one was just.
All right, gun's still looking good. Yeah, I expected that to just unscrew pretty easily. This will probably pop out super easy too. Yep. All right, this is the last slap round. Number 12.
Shoot it yourself. No, I'm just kidding. No. Yeah.
Last one. Here we go. That was good and loud.
Yeah, like see look how far back that fireball goes. That's an indicator of a way too hot round.
Okay, well, that last slap round did not do it. We shot all 12 rounds I had left from that day, and they have not blown the gun, which is just showing me how much of a freak accident that really was that day. It's pretty obvious that some of these rounds are definitely super hot. Whatever I had loaded that day was super hot because this thing is shot.
Do they put nitro in that thing?
The last 12 rounds and the gun has not blown. But I really want to know if this gun will fail the same way it failed that day. So I come prepared. This round should mimic the pressures that it took to blow this gun on April 9th. I said,
That is a massive bullet, sir. Christ. Usually like 5 to 7 inches there.
that it took about 180,000 PSI to blow the gun like it did. This round should produce 190,000 PSI.
You're a little too excited there, Kentucky. Pointing at the camera.
Safety's on. Alrighty.
You know it's bad when the cameraman is just walking away before it's even like in a shooting position.
We ain't playing around now. We know for a fact that this should blow the gun. Closing the gun.
Well, fix your
We
hat.
removed some of the bricks so we can try to get a little bit better light in the slow-mo camera because it's getting dark. Scott, you're going to want to put your hat right there. Okay. Safety off. Thumb coming off the hammer.
And
All
I'm
right.
like,
Maybe this will do it. Here we go. Here we go.
oh. Not exactly the same, but yeah, it failed at the same point. It failed right. I'm not sure you can see my mouse. right where that cap is. They failed right at that point. The barrel didn't go flying the same way, but it failed pretty much identical. Yeah, look at that. That's supposed to be the front half. That would probably have killed him. Just that fireball alone. That much force. Yeah, right there. Another kill shot right on the side of the, like right here on the cheek. Wherever that was. Oh. Or was that in the plexiglass? That's the plexiglass.
Okay, so that did it. That blew the gun. Here's the bill of the hat. Let's go check this out.
Good. 10 to 15 yards right there.
Look at that. Look. That's the same thing that happened to my gun. Threads are sheared off. This broke the same way. How's Scott over here? I think he took something to the face. Oh, it blew the back all to pieces. Where's the cap is what I want to know.
Probably hit the dummy and went launching forward. So look up towards the wall.
Here's a piece right here. It blew that receiver to pieces. There's my cap. Here's, nope. All right, let's move this. So, barrel's clear. Oh dear, something shot through our plexiglass, blew right through it. All right, we've been looking for the cap for probably 45 minutes and we cannot find it. The slow-mo shows it shooting off to the right. So I knew there was a chance that we may not be able to recreate what happened on April 9th because April 9th was an absolute freak accident, and this proves it. We shot the other 12 rounds that I have, and it didn't blow the gun, but we can tell they're a little off. They're creating a huge muzzle flash, and they're really loud. They were causing the cap to be on there super tight. We were having to really work to get it off, and the rounds were...
AKA, based on the experiment, only use rounds that are actually designed and said for your said weapon. Don't go overkill.
Lodged inside the chamber. But I came prepared today with a round that I knew would blow the gun, and I wanted to blow the gun so we could find out if it would fail the same way that it failed on me on April 9th, 2021. And sure enough, it did. Pretty wild. Look at this. We can't find the cap, but this is literally exactly, I'll put some pictures on the screen of what mine looked like when it blew, but it sheared the threads right off. This broke the exact same way. Now, my little receiver didn't come apart like this, but something interesting this time, check this out. These ears, they almost snapped, but they did not shear off this time. But they are bent all to heck. Also, when that round blew on April 9th, it blew the end of the case off, leaving the brass inside the gun. Guess what happened again? What we did learn today is if you have an overcharged round in an RN50, this is how it's gonna fail. That cap is coming off and it's coming right back at you. I mean, I already learned that. Kind of learned it the hard way.
That's what happens with guys. We learn things the hard way, then we want to figure out, well, will it happen again, and how can I not take a trip to the hospital to find it?
What do I think about the RN50? Do I think it's the RN50's fault? No, it's not the gun's fault. It is the ammunition's fault.
And it's the person loading the ammunition's fault. You chose that round.
It was an overcharged round on April 9th, and it was an overcharged round today that blew it also. I was really excited about today. I was really excited to see what would happen when we did this again. I was a little nervous today, not gonna lie, but the cinder block.
Well, how's the dummy Scott? That's the real question.
Wall and being 150 feet back with a string made me feel pretty good. I'm actually really pleased with the results we had today. Today's video meant a lot to me. This brings me closure because now I know. That's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy it, do me a favor and hit that like button.
It's just doing standard plug. But yeah, that was kind of crazy. And pretty much my takeaway that I got from watching both videos, I think for like a number of times, I can't remember. This is probably my second time watching this one, is if a weapon of some firearm type says, hey, use this type of ammo. Say, hey, you can use anywhere between here and here. Do that. Don't go past it. Don't choose ammo that goes off screen. Just stay within the parameters. They're there for a reason. That's it. People, I will be live tonight in roughly like 7 hours and 7.5 hours, like that. Or time is kickoff. I should really know what kickoff is. Wrong button. Loading. Come on, ESPN. There we go. Ooh, this game's at 7. So you'll see me in 7 hours and 10 minutes. Until then, I will see you weird people later.